Hello Virgo, how you doing? I hope you're very well. My name is Diane and this is Madame Butterfly Tarot. And this is like it's going to be an oracle card reading for October. But you know, it's timeless. And it's going to be a general reading just to see what comes out. You're very welcome here, Virgo. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me. I appreciate it so much. And hopefully it'll resonate and you'll enjoy it and all that good stuff. And if it does, and you do, and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, you know, I would appreciate that very much as well. So let's start with this deck. What's going on for Virgo? Protected by angels and unknown territory. All right, you are cherished by the angels. You are exactly where you need to be. So you might be about to enter some kind of like uncharted waters here, like you're not entirely sure where you're going, which I know that must be awful for you, Virgo. But you're not lost. You're protected. Like you're supposed to be where you are, okay? I do think maybe you're feeling a little lost, or like things have not gone exactly according to plan, or maybe something's changing for you. I want one more from that deck. What else for Virgo? Breaking Trail. This one was eyeballing me from the bottom of the deck and I was like, I won't take it, I'll reshuffle. You have some kind of breakthrough coming in, and it looks like you may have a little bit of a tower moment coming, Virgo, which I feel like is what came out in the last reading I did for you. Distant thunder, which, you know, the bolt of lightning is very like the tower, right? In fact, yeah, looks like you might have a tower moment coming in. And this kind of always reminds me of the Ace of Swords, so like maybe a clear way of thinking, maybe even feeling a bit lost recently and you're like finally seeing things. Yeah, this one just fell out into my lap. Journey by Moonlight. See, when the moon comes out, it means that things are not clear, right? Because obviously, I mean, nobody goes hiking at night, right? Because you can't see, right? That's just, that doesn't make sense. But you're having to journey, you're having to go by moonlight at the moment. Like you can't quite see where you're going, and I feel like you're having to believe in magic. Like you're having to kind of check out of your logical brain to take this path, and that's, I feel your pain. I'm a Gemini. We don't like that, right? Particularly, I think Virgo would be worse than Gemini for that because we're quite impulsive, but I know Virgos are not like that. So this might really be not cool for you at the moment. Let's get another couple from this deck. What else for Virgo? Okay, that's all from that deck. I want to get some of these, and then we're going to clarify that tower. Okay, what's going on for Virgo? Following your bliss. Oh, who had that? Leo had that. You see how you've been in the moonlight, right? You've been in kind of the dark, and now you're coming into the sun. Like you're coming out of confusion. You're coming out of like a confusing period, and you're headed into the sun. Like you're about to see clearly. What else for Virgo? You know, if I pull another one of these, we're gonna have like 2 green ones and a purple one, and I don't think I can cope with that. So we're gonna have one of these to make it more, you know, aesthetically acceptable. I actually want one from this deck. They just put the weirdest song in my head. I don't even know the name of the song, but it's in an American Dad episode where Roger's like becomes obsessed with Baywatch, and it's something, I'm not going to sing it, but it's about like some people stand in the darkness afraid to step into the light. I feel like you're about to step into the light. Like, not that you're going to die, but maybe you've been like a little afraid. There's something that's been holding you back, or there's just a situation that you've been in that you didn't know what to do, but you're about to have a tower and you're gonna know what to do. I feel like you're about to take a leap towards something. Okay, what else for Virgo? Don't know which one that was. What else for Virgo? Okay, you have surrender to inner peace and surrender resentments. I only want one. Give me one. Thank you. You have surrender stubbornness. Leo had that too. That's so weird. You're tense. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with yourself and others. Right, what is this tower? I feel like, okay, all right. You see, on this side of this green card is the moon, right? So that's here. And then on the other side is the sun, right? So the tower is the sun, like you're about to have a realization about something, a breakthrough. I feel like there's been something you refused to see. You've been very stubborn about something. Like there was something you just didn't want to deal with. And that's why it's been like the moon, you know? This could be to do with dating someone. What is the tower? Tower, toil and labor. Let's put that there. Give me a bit more about this tower. Courtship. I feel like this is maybe about a relationship. Like, now it doesn't have to be love, because this is not a love reading. This could be like a work partnership, a friend, family, whatever. There's some kind of relationship that you're involved with that it's a lot of work. Like, you're the one doing all the work, and it's way more work than it should be. And I feel like you've not wanted to admit this to yourself before. I want to clarify. What am I going to use to clarify? Okay. Let's get this one of these here. That was a really bad shuffle. Let's do it this way. Clarify following your bliss. Wait. Again, you see the sword? That's like the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're gonna have a breakthrough, like a mental breakthrough. Forgiveness. Is it forgiving yourself? Okay, what is this forgiveness for Virgo? What is this forgiveness? Dissipating. This card talks about almost like giving up on your ideas, like giving up on things, like forgiving. I feel like this is forgiving yourself, because the solar plexus, you know, it's a yellow card. This is a chakra deck, so the yellow card is about the solar plexus, like self-esteem, confidence, listening to yourself, like not being swayed by what other people want you to do, not being swayed by that, but like following what you know is, yeah, following what you know is right for you. And you have the solar plexus chakra here, service. See, I feel like you've kind of given up a lot of your own dreams or things that you wanted to do for a particular relationship or a particular partnership where you've had to do it all. You've had to do all the work. That's about to come to an end. I feel like you have a relationship in your life that's coming to an end. You have a lot of orange here, which is the sacral chakra, which is all about feelings and emotions and like the representation of the self through the soul. So, you know, for example, right, repressing your own emotions and your own feelings so that you can get a list of chores done. And maybe a lot of those chores are not for you. Maybe you have to look after someone, or maybe there's, you know, someone in your life that you have to put in a lot of the work, right? Or maybe it's your job and you're the one doing all the work and you're like, well, I have to do it, otherwise, you know, it won't get done. So I have to repress my feelings and just get on with it. There's an ending coming to that. I feel like it's about forgiving yourself for allowing it to happen. And you have discovery. It's like you're discovering yourself. This wants to come out. Yeah. More sacral chakra energy. You have impasse. There's something stopping. What is this impasse? I'm going to get into another deck here. What is this impasse? And I feel like there's a conversation coming, all right? Because this distant thunder, this tower, I feel like because that's what lightning is, right? It's like when there's like a pressure, when the humidity gets too much, right? And there's like a pressure and it releases itself in bursts of electricity. So I feel like it's like you've repressed and you've repressed and you've repressed and you've repressed these emotions and like things that you wanted to do. And for some reason, it's coming out now. And I feel like there's a conversation coming with whoever this person is that's going to change things. What is this impasse? Why is impasse there? That's a lot. Why is impasse there? Okay, I'm going to come back to that one. Right, what is this stubbornness? Which cards am I going to take? Okay, let's get some of these. Because it may just, oh, there's pride. Okay, so this may come from like a little bit of pride. Okay, what is this stubbornness? What is this stubbornness? You have blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. You have indecision. feel that there was you were kind of repressing your intuition. I feel like for a while you've known that this relationship or this situation that you're in is wrong, like it's not right for you. But you were just like, la 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 la, I'm not dealing with that. You were just kind of blocking out your intuition about it because you wanted peace, right? It was easier to just do it. And you have denial here. I feel like you were in a little bit of denial because it was just easier to go along with this and to just do what people wanted you to do, to shoulder the weight of everybody else's problems. Because then nobody's going to say anything, right? Why is, because you have blame here. I don't know if that's like you accept responsibility for other people's well-being. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world and I do so without judgment. Okay, I want to clarify this blame card if we can. Why is blame here? Workaholic. So yeah, you're a workaholic, okay? Basically, I feel like you've repressed this. Leo had a very similar reading. I wonder if some of you guys have Leo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Leo or something. I feel like there was just, like you just didn't want to deal with this, so you just kind of threw yourself into work. And I feel as though you're a bit of a workaholic because you feel responsible for someone else in your life, which is due to a lack of self-worth, right? This is more sacral chakra energy. You have really, and hey, no judgment, I do it myself. You have really been blocking out your emotions because you find a sense of self-worth in service to others, which is a huge Virgo thing. But also it comes from like a blocked sacral chakra, and you're kind of afraid to be in the spotlight, right? Like you're kind of afraid to put yourself first because you don't feel worthy of it, because maybe at some point you were taught that, right? Like just get your head down, you know, just get on with your work, like take the responsibility, shoulder the blame. But it's actually time to put yourself first. All right. What else about this stubbornness card? I think you're also afraid of people's judgment. Yeah, you have judgment and you have relationships. I feel like also you're maybe like afraid of what other people are going to say if you start, you know, putting yourself first, right? Well, I'm going to tell you, Virgo, they're not going to like it. Because why would they? Right? You've surrounded yourself with like a person or people who have just basically just dumped their problems on you, right? And you know, that type of person, they're not grateful for what you've done. They just see it as their right to take it from you. So when you start to say like, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore, they're just gonna call you selfish, right? You probably are gonna get judgment from these people because it's gonna inconvenience them, but it doesn't matter. You don't exist to serve other people, right? Let's see what else. I'm gonna get some of these. Tell me about this stubbornness card. Tell me about this stubbornness card. Tell me about this stubbornness card. And I feel like this is new for you. Like this kind of getting into, like, you know, putting yourself first and saying no to people. It's new for you. But Spirit wants you to know it's what you're supposed to be doing. You may question pursuing an ambition or dream. A proposition may be put to you. So I feel like you've had someone offer you something. Now that could be a job. It could be love. It could be anything. But it's like you've turned your head from it because you feel all this responsibility for, like, looking after other people, and you fear their judgment of what they're going to say when you put yourself first. And you have, do what you want and pay the price, the reward will be worth it. So yes, going for what you want is probably going to piss off some people, right? Because I can't remember where I read this. It was somebody's Twitter. It was on somebody's Twitter, and they were saying, you know, this type of person that walks all over you, like, they're never going to thank you. All they're ever going to say is, like, they're going to criticize you for not lying down flat enough, right? If there's someone in your life who takes and takes and takes from you, and you finally start putting yourself first and they don't like it, that is someone you need to get away from, because that's not love. And you may have to face some judgment from people, but it's going to be worth it because you get to do what you want and live the life that you want. I mean, I'm not saying that you should, like, you know, if what you want is to, like, kill someone, I don't think you should do that. But, you know, I think that you should be able to do things that matter to you and not put your own dreams on the back burner to look after somebody else, right? What else for Virgo about this stubbornness? I feel like there's a little pride here, because you kind of value yourself in those terms of, like, the one that always does things for other people, the one that's always there when people need them, the one that helps other people. I feel like that's, like, part of your identity. I feel like that's why you've turned away from this new proposition. You have a proposal may be made, you may be tempted to compromise your principles. See, again, I feel like your principles are, I am Virgo, I do things for other people, I am the workhorse, I am the one that gives to other people. What else for Virgo from this deck? Oh my god, this deck is awesome. I just got it and it's, like, really small, but it's like a Halloweeny deck, but the messages are amazing. You may come into conflict with the wishes of others. Your hopes and dreams may be challenged. So there's something that you want that you're not going for because you're scared it's going to piss other people off. But it's only going to piss off people who are taking advantage of you, Virgo. Real love is when somebody wants you to be happy. Right? Like, say it's work. Let's just say it's work, right? Say you're in a business and it's like a smaller business, right? And you're really unhappy, excuse me. I think you need to speak up for yourself because my throat is going. You're really unhappy in your job. Your boss doesn't treat you very well. The pay is crap. You know, all this kind of stuff. And you stay because you're scared of what your boss is going to say when you go for a different job. If your boss really had your best interests at heart, they would be like, I think you should go for the new job. Sorry, my camera cut out. Like, I think you should do the thing that makes you happy. Like, I'm sad to lose such a good worker, but I want you to do what's right for you, right? And obviously, if this is a relationship, you know, like a love affair or something that you're very unhappy in, because I feel like it's very unbalanced. I feel like you do everything and you feel responsible for this person. Obviously, they're not going to be happy that you leave. Because then they're going to have to start doing shit for themselves like everybody else on planet Earth, right? So you have weigh up the pros and cons, do what you think is best. It's definitely a decision being made here. And let's get one more. I feel like I'm going to take both of these. There's actually, I could just keep going, but I'm only going to take those two. So you have confidence is key, be true to yourself. Enough said about that one. And you have when least expected, when the moon is full. So something is going to happen here when you least expect it, like you're going to make some kind of decision or something when you least expect it. I want to know what this impasse thing is. Clarify impasse. Temperance. Clarify impasse. That's a lot. I'm not taking all those. Clarify impasse. I think you have someone waiting for you. You see how there's like somebody with their arms out, right? It's like once you get rid of this thing, this person, this stone around your neck, there's someone waiting for you. Now you may, I don't know if, you know, it's the Two of Cups and the Temperance, right? The Temperance is usually someone waiting patiently. It could be a fire sign. It could be love. It could be a new job, you know, like a new boss that's waiting to kind of welcome you in. It could be a new friend, anything. But there's someone waiting with open arms to welcome you into like a new relationship. And this person is not going to be hard work with the Two of Cups. Like this is someone very patient. You know, with the Temperance, it's like someone quite angelic, someone very patient, very balanced, very moderate in their behavior. But the Two of Cups is a friend, right? It's like equal give and take. Someone that understands you, someone that you guys want the same things out of life. You know, peace, harmony, bliss. You get each other, you think the same way. You know, like it's like a best friend. So it could literally be a friend that you're about to meet. It could be a new boss that's going to be awesome. It could be like a new lover coming in. Whether you've met them or not, maybe some of you have already met them, because I feel like for some of you, you've already had this new proposal and you've turned your head from it. But so for some of you, you've not met this person yet, okay? So yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I'm gonna leave it there, Virgo, because I don't know what else to go with here. I think that's the end of your reading. I hope you found it useful. I hope there was something in it that you can use. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate it a lot. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light.